All right, guys. So it might just take just a second here to load up, but the allied races just came out today, so I was gonna make a video. I don't exactly know how to unlock all this. I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty easy, and I wanted to go through it and kind of show you guys from right as this got released. So I did, as a prerequisite, I went and I did buy the expansion, the pre-order, via the Blizzard website. I don't know if that is required to prompt this. I'm assuming, I know it's a prerequisite for the allied races, but we're going to do call for allies. Just popped up as soon as I logged in. So I'm going to go in here.
I summoned you here along with one of our greatest champions because our enemies are gathering in their strength. The Alliance is scouring the far corners.
These are interesting. Okay, so we can click the. So for us, for Horde, which is obviously what I'm doing, the Highmountain Tauren right there on the left, we get Bull Rush, reduced incoming damage from attacks, increased versatility, chance to gather meat and fish, and increased mining speed. To unlock this race, I've done the prereqs on that. Male, female, that's pretty cool. Okay, and if we go to Nightborn, now I know they did change the racials on Nightborn. Yeah, so Arcane Pulse is damage and snare nearby enemies. So that's kind of interesting because I know they went back and forth between a couple. Summon a flying book that acts as a mailbox, increases magic damage, resistance to arcane damage, and increase inscription skill. I don't have these unlocked because on my other character I am exalted with Nightfallen, but I don't have it on this guy. Okay, well that's kind of interesting. And then what else do we have to look at here? Choose an ally to pursue. Okay, so this is my only option. Let's I think my game sound is off actually. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's just quiet. There's no sound here. Okay. Okay, go to Thunder Bluff. Do we have to actually like fly all the way there? Where is it here? Alright, well, that's a little frustrating. I know that's going to be kind of boring. But yeah, so we are going to, we just have to click that and fly over to Thunder Bluff, and we'll see where it takes us. So I do know the prerequisite for Highmountain Tauren, as I believe it said there was Exalted with Highmountain, and then there's a quest. But basically, if you just do the quest line through Highmountain when you're leveling, it should unlock it. Now, it did say on the Void Elf, or whatever it's called, that it's Nightfall and Exalted, which is the Suramar area, which I know is relatively difficult compared to the other areas to get Exalted with. And there was a prerequisite quest completed, which was, I think it was Insurrection is what it said. I thought originally you have to finish the entirety of the storyline, but I could be wrong on that, on like the Suramar storyline. I don't know if that's a quest from the Suramar storyline, but that was what I had understood the quest to be, or at least the prereq of what had to be done. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to go over there, and we're going to speak with someone and then unlock a scenario, and then we go through the scenario, and then it will allow us to create a character that is that race, I believe. I don't know if it'll let us race change, but we can see if it will. I would actually not be opposed to race changing. So I do know one thing that they've talked about doing in the expansion. So currently Arcane Torrent, which is like the main reason why Blood Elf is good in PvP, is currently a 1.5-minute cooldown, and there's some patch notes about increasing it to a 2.5-minute cooldown, which still is going to be very good for PvP, but I don't know that that will outweigh some of the alternatives. And I don't know. I could see the potential like versatility and reduced damage taken being decent for survival hunter, since that's like the spec I'm going to be going. It's definitely, it seems like it's more of a tanky type. The racials are more based around like tanks, but I mean, reducing damage taken in PvP is always good, which is kind of what the hope is. I also am a way bigger fan of aesthetically what Taurens look like as opposed to Blood Elves, but I had been Blood Elf just for the racial. Okay, so let's check this out. Complete the quest. Sorry, I'm not like reading all the quests. I don't really have any desire to do all of that. So, okay, I'm not totally understanding. There's a quest here. This guy, do we gotta walk somewhere? Oh no, now he's talking to this guy. It's kind of interesting because people keep phasing in and out. Slave 4. But yeah, we keep phasing in and out based on whatever the heck is going on. Wow, this is going to be kind of brutal because there's like a bajillion people trying to all do this right now. Oh, shoot. I'm basically just trying to tag stuff as quickly as I can and then move on to the next one and get this done. Damn, every time I go try and tag one of those tentacles, someone else tags it. So I think I'm just going to stand by this one because I think trying to chase these around is not likely going to be how I'm going to be able to finish this. So we just need 3 more of these. Oh, maybe I can I get to that one? No. It should actually be pretty quick if I just wait a second here. This is recorded in 21:9 aspect ratio. I don't know if I probably should have mentioned that obviously at the beginning, but if you have an ultra wide screen, I believe you can. It's like going to give you a couple black bars at the bottom and top if you're not. So apologize for that if you are not playing on an ultra wide monitor. But anyway, okay, so finish that. Defeat some guy who is way over here. What's this? What are these repeatable quests? What are these? These just popped up. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Cooking quest. I don't know if the other one is as well, maybe. So everyone is sitting right here. I'm trying to kill... How do you pronounce that? Kytelic? Qtelic? Kytelic. Alright, let's rock the cooler mount for this portion while we're waiting for something to spawn. So, I was thinking that prior to when I was reading through the racials and stuff, that I was going to roll Highmountain Tauren right at the release of allied races. I'm gonna try out the racials. Meet so and so at. Wait, what? Oh, in Highmountain. Okay, so now we go back to Dow, and we're gonna go. You know what we can do? Since we're an OP hunter, we can just use our class hall and teleport right to that area. So let's go ahead and go over there. Since our class hall basically just teleports us into Highmountain. So obviously if you're not a hunter, you just fly over to Thunder Totem. But this is going to be a little quicker. But what I was saying is I was intending on re-rolling the Highmountain Tauren because you have a charge stun ability, which I thought, and we'll see once I get to play with it a little bit, but I was thinking for any class that's melee, really, like DK, I don't know exactly what classes are going to be capable of rolling Highmountain Tauren, but like any melee class, I thought it would be really great in PvP because it's a stun and a charge, so having that extra gap closer in situations where everything else is on cooldown, I thought could be pretty valuable. So we'll see. That was kind of my thought process in and wanting to switch. So it looks like this person is down below. Oh yeah, they're over there. It's pretty cool. Spirit Walker. Oh, okay. So I don't have flying in Legion yet, which is going to make this a little more brutal than it would be otherwise. I just haven't completed this Suramar. I really dislike Suramar's questline, which is why. Are you freaking kidding me? Which is why I haven't finished it yet. Same reason I don't have the Void Elves unlocked either. I just don't enjoy the questline at all, and I'm just kind of over that grinding stuff that's not fun. So we'll see. Hopefully, High Tauren is my go-to. So I'm kind of curious too to see on the Void Elf racials because they have what seems like it would be a good melee active racial with like the AoE snaring and doing magic damage. It obviously also could be used for kiting, and since it says like you have increased magic damage, obviously they're trying to make that more towards a caster spec, but I wonder if like Unholy DK would be good, or be curious to see all that. Okay, so we got this quest, we clicked that little pot thing, and now we have to go kill some guys in the cave. We have a landslide ability. It's like a big, that's kind of cool. And we have a leap to a target location. Also kind of cool. Does a big AoE. So it looks like we just go in this cave and that's where everyone is. Yeah, so we gotta kill these shadow guys and these lurkers. So here's my strategy is gonna just be keep running, pull as many as we can. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here. Alright, so what do we just need? A couple lurkers. Okay. Okay. We're good. Oh, and now we have to kill. Oh, we have to place a ward. Is it down? No, it's probably upstairs, huh? Yep. Of course it is. Pretty cool abilities, though. else we got? It'll be interesting to see how many people race change. I feel like a lot of people are going to race change, like right off the bat, just because they're new races, even if they're not optimal in a lot of situations, but we'll see. I mean, I think that the racials are pretty cool that they've set up so far. I'm real curious. I know they have kind of undisclosed the Dark Iron Dwarves and the new trolls, the Zandalari trolls. They haven't announced those racials yet, or they're like at the point where haven't completely concluded exactly what they're going to do. So I'm real curious to see what those racials end up being and how those play out. Okay, so we're going to fly over to Skyhorn. This would obviously be way easier if I had Legion flying. But since we don't, we're going to have to do it old school, right? Flight paths. Also, there's been a lot of issues logging in today. It did take me, I think I did like 3 or 4 separate attempts. And the last time I literally just like left it and like tabbed out and just ignored it for about 10 minutes. And then when I came back, it was logged in. I know a lot of people, they have like a disclaimer thing, like we are unaware of why people's accounts appear to have no characters when you log in. So I'm sure a bunch of people panicked, at least initially. I was at work, so I didn't log on right when everything went live, but I'm sure that was a pretty stressful sight to see. You log in and it says you have no characters on whatever realm you're playing on. But obviously they're fixing that to some extent, or it's not happening to everyone. But alright, so we just book it down here and then go talk to this guy. So I did also just recently created a guide. I was looking through the expansion, new talents and ability patch note kind of things that they're talking about so far. And I did take a look at all of those and they look really cool so far. I'm pretty excited for Survival Hunter specifically. I know that that's not going to be a lot of you that are playing survival, but I'm real excited because the spec does look like it's going to be have some decent changes that they're implementing. So that's some exciting stuff. So go take a look at that video if you want to see it. Go through pretty in-depth analysis of all of that as far as the changes that they've announced thus far. Okay, and then we have Shadowy Tendril. So I'm going to guess we're going to have to do the same thing, and I'm going to have something that I need to go up to the top of this area for. So we're just shooting these with a couple arrows. I think there's like some fire damage ability on top of the... yeah, okay, so that's my guess. Oh, Shadow of Darkness, isn't that the... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, yeah. It's this guy. Oh, they changed this cave. They opened it up a little. Kind of cool. You have all these tornadoes you get to summon. Okay. What do we do? Place another ward? Of course we do. Of course we do. Oh. Am I stuck? Oh no. I'm like stuck on that spike. Alright. Easy enough. Meet so-and-so over at Thunder Totem. Okay. Yeah, so quickest way is just going to be run up here and then just fly to Thunder Totem and then run over. I'm real curious to see the stat squish as well. Oh, let's feign death. Take it. I'm curious to see on the stat squish exactly how that affects. I'm more curious, honestly, to see how that affects other levels besides max level. Because I feel like if you squish the stats and you have 120 levels, basically, of tiering up that damage and health scaling, I feel like is going to be really difficult. Like, I feel like at level 110, how much less damage could you do than 120 if you're trying to scale it, you know, equally amongst that many levels. So I'll be curious to see that as far as how that affects, like, you know, if there's any lower level PvP type stuff or twinks or people leveling and stuff. It'll be interesting to see how that works. This mount is pretty sick. I'm super amped. I just got it a few days ago. It's from Mythic Nighthold from Gul'dan. And it's a pretty small drop rate, or pretty low drop rate, and it's relatively difficult to get, and the fight's not super easy. Even currently, at like current content, it's still a relatively difficult fight. Alright, so this looks like a water guy. So we had done a vision of the earth content, we did a wind one, and now we do a sweeping gore charge. This is similar to the old okay, so we have like a hunter harpoon. I dig it, I dig it. We just literally just run through these guys. That's pretty cool. Huh. Okay. Oh, nice. It's like a cleave. Just run through me. I wonder if that's how the Highmountain charge is going to function. Is not so much even like a direct charge as much as it is just like running through a group of people and like stunning everyone, kind of like how the Demon Hunter's abilities are. What am I doing now? This dark spear guy slain. Is he up the hill? Yes. Wow, that's pretty crazy range. So you have to like literally just run through him a bunch of times to activate. Oh, kidding me? It's a little nauseating. Apologize. So it looks like this guy's either in. Gotta place the ward. Is it in the house? Yeah, it is in the house. Pretty cool. Placing, nice. You teleport me back to the other guy. Complete. Return to Thunder Totem. So that seems like that makes sense if we just do 3 tiers of like different elements basically within the race, and we go back and talk to someone in Thunder Totem, and hopefully that should unlock it. It said I know it did mention when I looked at the video kind of explaining the process from Blizzard, that it looks like you just have some kind of scenarios you have to queue into, which I'm assuming is basically what we're in right now, and then that was pretty much it. And then it would prompt you, okay, so obviously this is below us, and then it would prompt you to create a level 110 on the server. You have to have an I think I don't know if it's actually level 110. It might be a level 20 that you're able to create. I don't remember exactly, but we'll see after basically completing these handful of quests, it unlocks and enables you to go and actually create it. And you also have to have the pre-order, and you have to meet these specific racial prerequisites depending on which race. I'm not exactly sure which one it is for Alliance. I hadn't looked honestly at that. Journey to Highmountain Summit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I definitely recommend, if you haven't done the pre-order yet and you're gonna wait before you unlock this, having Legion flying for this would be incredibly helpful. Honestly, we can't even fly up to that because I don't think we can get up to that from there. Do we literally have to run? And I missed the elevator? Solid. Solid! I do like this transmog I got going on though. This weapon skin for my artifact weapon matches the Dragon Stalker set perfectly. I'm sure someone at Blizzard intended for that, but it looks really good together. The colors are like spot on. Okay. Honestly, I think let's try flying. I don't want to run up there. What is it? Ironhorn Enclave. Let's see. Let's see. Are there any new? So I'm also really glad of these changes that they've made to the Awakening Essence. So I haven't used any of them yet, and I have 600. I haven't used it yet on my Hunter. I did use it on my DK. I did get 1,000. I really like how they had set that up. It's been pretty helpful so far. I really like that you can basically farm the essences. All right, so let's do this over to here, because I don't think we can scale that. And then it looks like we just got to go up over here. Man, dude, I should have, if I had known we'd have to try and climb all the mountains of Highmountain to do this, I would have definitely tried to unlock Legion flying before this. Alright, rendezvous with some guy up here. Bunch of dead bodies. Uh-oh. I just really hope. There. Nice. I was really hoping he wasn't in like a random cave or something. Like 20 shards. I'm assuming we're gonna have to do this. Free 6 Highmountain people. Get like 1 shard per. Are you kidding me? We gotta kill a bunch of these guys. Oh, that was almost bad. I accidentally disengaged instead of harpooned. It's a bummer you only get 1. I don't like these where they make it like I get doing something, but it doesn't really do anything by creating the quantity I have together. It just makes it take longer. It's not like more difficult, it's just a bigger pain. Three. Okay, so the tentacles seem to drop it. We're close, we're close. Alright, one more. Did I not loot someone over here? Oh. This is gonna be our one. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so my guess is gonna unlock this cave. I'm gonna have to go in here and do something. Place the summit ward. Talk back to him. Defeat some guy that's outside. Olganeth. This is actually the same model, character model of the marksman hunter. I don't know what other classes share it. The marksman hunter mage tower. Okay, well, this seems pretty straightforward so far. All right. We'll go talk to someone up here. So all of this, I'm assuming right now I'm in a scenario. Oh, wow, that's cool. Return to Orgrimmar and speak with so-and-so. And you also get the mount. So we're going to go to Dal, take the portal to Orgrimmar. And it looks like that's the end of the quest chain. Which isn't too bad. So nice being able to actually fly around now. Yeah, so we go back over to the embassy, which those just came out. And supposedly all the other class quests are all going to originate from this area as well. So I'm sure they're going to have some stuff come up here in the future. Okay, so allied race, complete the Highmountain Tauren, unlock quest line. That's it. That's all it tells us. Soulbound, teach you. Can we mount that thing right now? Oh, very cool. So we can actually use this mount as any spec, or I mean any race. Okay, well that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can create. Okay, so that's our free boost because I had got the expansion. Oh, you know what though? I have to change servers because I don't have any room on this. I haven't deleted anyone. Oh, you know what? And I don't have a shoot. I don't have a 110 here. So if we, oh, that's not what I meant to do. So create new character. So, oh, allied races. Oh, solid. Okay, so you can see we got these. Oh, I kept calling them void elves. They're nightborn. So you can see here we can make any of these. It's pretty cool. Monk, you start off with dual wield daggers, really? Okay. So let's go to customize tattoo style. So we have all these tattoos. We can change the color changes with the style. So that's kind of cool. So you can be any skin color or whatever hair color. We only have a few options of the hair. We got some like tattoos on the horns. And then we do have some different horn styles, which is really sick. Let's see, skin color. It's just basically shades of brown. All right, so let's look at the males. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we don't have as many options as we do in the other class. Holy shit, man! Look how big this is. Huge. Oh my god, these are so big. It literally takes up like the entire screen. That's pretty cool. What are the different? You got beard. Awesome, that's so sick. And then we have different tattoos. Same kind of idea as the other. So let's make a test guy. Oh, we can't. Nice. Test guy is not taken. Wow, look how big those horns are. Holy shit. So let's see. We made a level 1, or we made a level 20 is the base level that you start at. So no Highmountain level 19 twinks. We can watch the cinematic. I have most of like this additional cinematic audio stuff all turned off because I don't like it, or it's very low. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, we have all our add-ons here. Okay, so let's reload the UI. Get these add-ons to go away. Okay, unspent talent points. So you start at level 20. Sorry, I had to zoom out. Well, we're gonna go overpower. So what do we? So I can go to Orgrimmar. Are we in? Is this like straight up? Charge forward for 1 second. So that has no. Wow, that's interesting. So Bull Rush is a 2-minute cooldown and has. You don't have to have a target. It just lets you run forward. And let's look at the racials. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. So this is like same Highmountain, but there's just no mobs. Interesting. Reduced damage taken by 1. Okay. Mining skill increased. Okay. Versatility increased by 1%. I have to go to. Oh, I have to take the portal to Orgrimmar. What is this? Highmountain Tauren. But we'll see. I could see in certain classes. I'm not sure how valuable this is going to be. If you're not targeting people, I'm not sure how valuable it's going to be as a gap closer. I could see it more as a stun, and I actually, even after seeing this, think it might be even better for. Okay, so we got this new Highmountain Tauren. Can we mount? Wow. Can we fly now? Oh, we don't fly though. We just jump around. That makes sense, I guess. So, teleport to Org, talk to some people, and then I think you just kind of get started in Orgrimmar as you would normally. Now, you only have 60% mount move speed, so this is like going to be a legit leveling process, which will be kind of interesting. So, we'll see. Anyways,
You have
here you go. And this is where you start. This is where the fun begins. Right here when you come back down here, and you get to basically start your leveling journey to unlock the what do they call it? Heritage armor? Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this kind of helped explain or walk through the process here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a good one.